What up, my people? I am Coach O, and I'm just doing a draw run for what's to come. We're going to call this Let's Talk Football, and we're going to get into some local sports as well as some nationwide sports right here on National Scouting Service. I'm also affiliated with the Upper Room with the legend and the king himself, as well as King Cleve and Zeke Freaky Tales with my beautiful co-host, Miss Mina, that diva. In up to coming shows, we will have guests to come on the show, but I'm just doing a dry run right now. We also live on YouTube under National Scouting Service as well as on Station Head under National Scouting. So download the Station Head app and you can follow this broadcast on Station Head app radio as well as on YouTube. But with that being said, let's get into some sports. And first off, I like to talk on the Bountiful Youth Sports in Bay Area, the Bay Area Football League 2021. And with that being said, I got a chance to go watch some games this weekend, get in on a little chatter on their message boards on Facebook and the things that people had to say from coaches to parents getting upset and stuff like that. Hey, man, I think it's all fun. It's hilarious because we should be teaching the kids how to win as well as how to lose. But hey, it is what it is. I'm enjoying every moment of it, and I'm gonna continue to get under people's skin about they team, especially when they be talking crap and noise on their message boards and stuff like that. But first off, I want to get into the Pee Wee division, and in the Bountiful Bay Area Football League Pee Wee division, the ranked number one team is the Angleton Wildcats, followed by the Texas City Bengals, LaPorte Elite. That's the Texans. I believe the Texans, Magnolia Park Sharks, and number 5, Houston Wildcats, and then the Houston Red Raiders. And the guy that's one of the main guys on some of the news feeds on these websites is Miss Marquise Gold Gang Trainer. And the game of the week he have picked is the Magnolia Sharks against the Texas City Bengals. In the freshman division, you have ranked number 1, the League City 49ers, ranked number 2, the Pearland Patriots, ranked number 3, the Hitchcock Red Raiders, ranked number 4 is the Texas City Bengals, followed by ranked number 5, the LaPorte Texans, and Marquise Gold Gang Trainer. Game of the week in that division is the LaPorte Texans Elite versus the Pearland Patriots. In the sophomore division, you have ranked number 1, the Pearland Texans, number 2, LaPorte Elite, League City 49ers at number 3, the Pearland Patriots at number 4. At number 5 is the Hitchcock Red Raiders, sharing that spot with the Galveston Hurricanes. And Marquise Gold Gang Trainer, game of the week, is the 49ers versus the Pearland Texans. All these games will be this Saturday coming up. In the junior division, you have number 1 ranked League City 49ers, the number 2 ranked Texas City Bengals, the number 3 ranked the LaPorte Elite, number 4 ranked the Sagemont Cowboys. The number 5 ranked team is the South Houston Wildcats, sharing that spot with the Pasadena Panthers. And Marquise Gold Gang Trainer, game of the week he have is the League City 49ers versus the LaPorte Elite Texans. I wonder if he's picking the League City 49ers because he's a part of that organization. Hopefully I'll have him on one of my shows. As you can see, like I said, this is a drive run. I don't even have any of my banners up, anything like that. But hopefully I can have him on the show so me and him can chop it up and talk some noise amongst one another. In the seniors division, this is the past weekend I went to go see, which was the Hitchcock Red Raiders versus the LaPorte Texans, which was a very, very interesting game, a very exciting game. But in that division, they have ranked number 1, finally, the LaPorte Elite Texans. Number 2, the East End Eagles. Number 3, the Hitchcock Red Raiders. Dang, they was ranked number 1 in this division at first, but now they didn't fell off to number 3. Number 4 ranked is the League City 49ers, and number 5 ranked is the Bengals, followed all sharing this number 5 spot is with the Cowboys, Panthers, Sharks, and the Texans. And Marquise Gold Gang Trainer, game of the week is East End Eagles versus the Sagemont Cowboys. Now to elaborate on this division, the Hitchcock Red Raiders, I think they were champions for 4 or 5 years. The LaPorte Texans have been champions for the past 2 to 3 years, I believe. and they are not undefeated, but they have won some championships. And from my understanding, the Hitchcock Bulldogs was undefeated up until this game. I'm surprised that game wasn't game of the week, and as well as the stadium wasn't as full as I thought it was going to be, because the LaPorte Elite Texans was not ranked at all in this division. And the word in the stands was the reason why they wasn't ranked because nobody knew of them, but I don't think that was the case, and they didn't see them play anybody yet. Well, I tell you what, they shocked a lot of people with their play. And then going on these guys' message boards, a lot of people was getting upset. But one thing that, I'm always going into what's the rules of the pages before I join them. And then the league is, the Facebook page is called Just a Little Weighted Football Page. And their rules are no crying, which there was a lot of crying happening, or complaining. There was a lot of complaining happening. No screenshotting and sending to the feds is what the board say, and don't cross the gun line. That's a very interesting league. I'll be following them. I'll be following a lot of teams. All the teams have heart. All the kids have heart. And my main thing is, as long as the coaches are teaching these kids how to win, how to play, and the fundamentals of the game, everybody comes out winning, in my point of view. Now, moving on. Let's get to the rankings of the NCAA. Now, with the rankings of let's get to the rankings of the high school. I'm sorry. Now we're going to move on to the high school rankings and the top teams in the state. The top teams in the United States right now is number 1 ranked IMG Academy out of Florida. They are 8-0. Number 2 ranked team Thompson out of Alabama. They are 14-0. Dang, how they played 14 games. Number 3 ranked Westlake out of Austin, Texas. Texas is on the map. They're 14-0. Number 4 ranked is Grayson out of Georgia. They're 14-0. One of the guys that helped me run this company is by the name is Morris Cannon. I know he's loving that because he's from Atlanta. Number 5 ranked is Archbishop Hobbin out of Ohio. They are 11-0. Number 6 ranked St. Joseph Prep out of Pennsylvania. They are 6-0. And number 7 ranked is Mater Day out of California. A lot of these schools I never heard of. They're 5-0. Number 8 ranked is North Shore out of Houston, Texas. That's close to the hometown. They're 14-1. Glad to see them on the board and representing the state of Texas. Number 9, St. Thomas Aquinas out of Florida. They are 8-1. We have another Texas team. Number 10 ranked Denton Ryan out of Texas. They are 15-0. Number 11 ranked Dutch Fork out of South Carolina. They are 10-0. We have another school that's ranked out of Texas. Number 12 ranked Katy. They are 14-1. Followed by another team out of Texas. We representing in these rankings, fellas. Number 13, South Lake Carroll out of Texas. They are 12-2. Then we have another ranked team out of Texas, Duncanville. They are 10-2. Number 15 ranked Center Grove out of Indiana. They are 14-0. Number 16 ranked Corner Crane out of Utah. They 13-0. Number 17 ranked Chandler out of Arizona. They're 11-0. Number 18 Cathedral out of Indiana. They're 13-1. Number 19 Cardinal Gibsons out of Florida. They are 8-1. And followed and last but not least, number 20 Trinity out of Kentucky. They're 10-0. With that being said, now we're going to turn it over to some college news. And in college play, I don't know if you guys are familiar or aware of this. Ohio State senior linebacker Kayvon Pope has been dismissed from the team following a highly publicized incident on this past Saturday in which he was escorted off the field during the Buckeyes' home win against Akron, according to the statement from Coach Ryan Day on Sunday. That's the head coach of Ohio State. Kayvon will continue. The good thing about this, we learn from mistakes, and I hope this young man learned from his mistakes. But the good thing out of this is Kayvon will continue to have the use of the program and the benefits of student athletes, such as student athletes support services and office, and also will have support. They will support him with progress towards graduation. So he'll still have a chance to graduate, still have a chance to obtain his degree, which is a good thing. And that news was released by the school. He will remain on scholarship through the duration of this semester. So I'm thinking they're probably going to keep him on scholarship through the end of the season. Now, with my schools, want to give a big shout out to my college, Sam Houston State University. They are 3-0. They are ranked number 1 in the Southland Conference. But other FCS powers have a case, and they're talking about they should be ranked number 1. I don't know why they're trying to take the number 1 ranking from the national champion team. North Dakota State, who they beat, poor non-conference strength of schedule, which ranks 102nd out of 128 in the FCS teams, according to the Massey ratings, is a reason to argue against number 1. So they shouldn't be ranked number 1. I know they want to be ranked number 1, but guess what? Y'all not. Sam Houston State is. Sam Houston, the defending FCS champions, has been number 1 since the preseason stats performed by the FCS top 25. But many agree South Dakota State, James Madison, and North Dakota State, who also started in the top 5, and Montana, which was 9th in the preseason, had made early season cases for the top spot as well. You all are a lie. Sam Houston State is the number 1 ranked team. Until they lose a game, then you can bring them arguments. And some sad news, another college that I attended and played for and am a Wheat Bowl champion. I'm also a Southland Conference champion, 1991 with Sam Houston State. But in 1995, I was at Mid-America Nazarene University. Right now, we are 1-4 in the Heart of America Athletic Conference. We need to turn that around, fellas. Another school I attended, Ottawa University. I am a Kansas Collegiate Athletic Conference champion. They also are 1-4. So hopefully you all turn that around and get back up in the rankings. In NFL news, frustrated and angry, but not panicking. This is what the Indianapolis Colts had to say after they lost to the Titans. The Colts are 0-3 for the first time in a decade, but are remaining confident to face of a difficult start to the 2021 season. That's one of my NFL teams, as well as a lot of people get mad at me because I have 5 teams. Yes, I do. The Indianapolis Colts, the Chicago Bears, who I grew up on, the Kansas City Chiefs, had to pull for them by default. My uncle used to play for them, and hey, that was the food coming into the house, keeping the roof over my head, as well as the Cleveland Browns. I became a fan of them 3 years ago. I am a Cleveland Browns fan, Denver Broncos, and the Indianapolis Colts, which I just said. So as people would say, if you want to hate, go and hate. I don't really give a damn. In the NFL news, the Jaguars have traded Henderson to the Panthers. He was a cornerback that they needed. Belichick, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will be playing the New England Patriots this weekend. And Belichick said it's no surprise by Brady's success. Tom's a great player, what Belichick said. No surprise to me that he is doing good, Belichick said on Monday morning. 37 seconds or less, Rodgers' late drive tops the 49ers. You can't give that guy the ball with 2 or 3 minutes left on the clock, as well as somebody like Tom Brady. They always manage a way how to win a game because they're veterans, and I bet Green Bay are happy that he's came back and he didn't hold out this season, which I thought he would because of the money he's making. It really wouldn't have hurt his pockets. Ravens Tucker wins game on a 66-yard record field goal. If you didn't see that kick, it was 66 yards. I was telling a relative of mine, nowadays the kickers are getting bigger and stronger, and I wouldn't be surprised when we see a 70-yard field goal made in the NFL. Sources close to the Giants say linebacker Martinez has torn his ACL, so he'll be out for the season. And sources close to the Chiefs camp said Andy Reid, he has been released out of the hospital. If you didn't know, he fell out after their game, and it wasn't because of the loss. It was because of dehydration. Frustrated, angry, but not panicked after a loss to the Titans, what the Indianapolis Colts said. I already told y'all that. And if you didn't know what happened with the Detroit Lions, the fans booed their owner at Chad Johnson's ceremony, which I think was well-deserved. If you didn't know, Chad Johnson, when he went into the Hall of Fame, he didn't have anything to say about the Detroit Lions, but he did compliment and commend the fans of Detroit because how the Detroit Lions did him. They didn't want to trade him for he can have a chance of obtaining a Super Bowl ring or playing in a Super Bowl, and the $1 million signing bonus he got, they made him give back. But Chad Johnson has this to say: it's an honor to represent excellence in everything that the Hall of Fame stands for, Chad Johnson said on the field when they honored him at the Detroit Lions game. It's an honor to represent Detroit. He said Detroit. He didn't say the Detroit Lions. I love you guys. And it's an honor to represent the NFL. He didn't say the Detroit Lions. He said the NFL and the Johnson name on his back. Viking offense wows behind a different Cousins. If you haven't been following the Minnesota Vikings, Cousins is playing up to par. He's having an outstanding season thus far. I know it's still early, but we'll see how he does with that. And then in Mahomes news with the Kansas City Chiefs, it's a lot of chatter that's going on the social media about how he had his wife on the field. He was fully uniformed. I think the team was preparing for a game and they was hugging and kissing. Some people said it's not a big thing. That's his wife. But some people were saying that he wasn't focused and that could have been the reason behind their loss. I am Coach O, one of the co-hosts of the Upper Room Podcast Show, along with King Cleve and the Legend, as well as Zeke Freaky Tales with my beautiful co-host, Miss Mina That Diva. We're also on Station Head. Please follow and subscribe to our app radio channels, The Upper Room, as well as Zeke the 5-Foot Freak. You can get music on Zeke the 5-Foot Freak. We also have podcast shows on both shows. If you want to be a guest on any show, please contact us on any of our social media outlets, and we can get in contact with you through them to bring you on the show. Well, this is my After the Game series. I hope you enjoyed. We did get a chance to talk football. Like I say, this is a dry run. I don't have any of my banners or pictures or anything up. Just wanted to get this up, get this out, so you all will know what's in store to come.